Easy. Now for the difficult part.
Oh, hello. We are back into the bank. Last time we accidentally walked over someone and killed them. Or no.
I need to stay quiet. They could still wake up if I make too much noise.
How much noise are we talking about? It's some noise, yes.
Hey, watch out!
Whoops.
What?
So I guess I can't walk on them, but as long as I'm not purposely loud.
I'm in. Easy. Now for the difficult part.
Let's try a quick sprint.
Hello? What?
Okay, quick sprint also does not work. So no sprinting allowed. Everything else basically fine.
I'm in. Easy. Now for the difficult part. I need to stay quiet. They could still wake up if I make too much noise.
So what does this button do? Opens the door. Okay. This stuff was... no. Beer soda. Should be using my magic instead. Ooh. Notes in the vault safe code. That's all stuff that's like below me. Yeah. Let's just check this note. Is it a mathematical sequence? Not all the digits and combinations are prime numbers, but it must be a pattern. Each number is generated by the numbers before it. Under what arithmetic conditions are they generated? The root question. I must join up all the safe combinations into one long sequence, but skip the safe locked with a double set of keys. It disrupts Jindosh's sequence. Why would he do this? What purpose does this serve? I hate no man in Karnaka more than I hate Karen bloody Jindosh. Wait, sequence 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Oh my god. It's one of those simple little add the previous two to get the next number. Conference room, roof access. Let's just go down another floor. Take a look around some more. Mortgage and loan offices. Should be scouting just in case there's one of those mecha things I saw on the screen. Nothing too. That's right. Guard. Bank director informed. Oh. Point. Dear Manager Atwater, I understand the Freeport branch has been temporarily closed due to the sudden arrest and subsequent imprisonment of the entire foreign account staff. We at the Calton branch are appalled by the dishonesty of our Freeport colleagues and wish to assure you that we had no part in their scheme. We continue to serve Michael's Bank with respect and discretion, as we always have. Curious activities. Oh, I didn't read that one, sorry. We are. Dear Manager Atwater, the Calton branch of Michael's Bank is seeing an upsurge in account holders from Freeport. Discussion with our Freeport colleagues reveals that clients are trading coin between their two accounts for some unknown purpose. Currently, the activity seems more curious than nefarious, but we wanted to bring it to your attention. We have the Calton branch. Huh. Ah. Where's that feather? I saw a feather here. Can't lie to me. Oh no, it was over there. Was it? There's a shot over there. Let's go over there next. Read our next thing. Dear Manager Serrano, thank you for your recent letter. The Naka branch has seen a similar surge in such activities from Freight Board. I have informed Dolores Michaels that she will investigate the accounts. Okay. Ooh, cash register. Light pouch, coins. Whoops. Please do that. Click, click, click. And the map thingy. One more check in case there's something of note in here. Doesn't look like it. Just the guard over there. Some kind of security system down there. Or nothing there. I don't feel safe walking over this guy, but okay. Are you actually asleep? Or? I guess so. It's music. It's really loud. Coins in the register. Coins in the register. Note to self. Coin over there. That'll have to do for now. Cha-ching.
Huh?
What? Okay.
What?
I guess I'm not allowed to open that cash register with her there. What was I doing? Running over him. Ignoring this cash register since that wakes her up. What about this one?
Huh? What the?
Maybe should go back to sleep or... Or...
She's made a dog's breakfast of the whole thing. Then who's gotta clean it up? Me, of course. As
Wait.
always.
So she doesn't get alerted by that. But she does get alerted by it while she's
Told her,
asleep.
if you want my advice, just pay the fine and be done with it. No use making trouble.
Oh well. One person's not too big a deal. Ooh. Okay, we leave now. There's that 5 point over here, and we pop over here.
I'm getting tired of the sound of my own voice. It's like I'm talking to a stone wall.
Note to self. Ask Rubia for ledgers. Blue-lined, not green ones.
All for all they listen. If I only had a boat of my own, that's the life.
Alright, let's do a scan down here a bit. There's some kind of long line over there. That's very long.
I should be able to open some doors from here.
Ooh. I'll take a look, but I'm not going to open any too soon. Oh, this is the actual lobby that I saw somewhere else. It's clear. Check. Guard. Some employees. Boiler room. Yeah, that's where you come in from on one of the other paths. Just in case there's someone here. Nope, no one in here at least. Ooh.
They scramble to find meaning, while each day cuts deeper into their throats. Some want revenge, others just want peace.
Rewire that I can't use. Let's do a quick check just to be sure. Stats are good. I just hear some kind of a... Oh, okay. I just want to saw something. Yeah, I did. Okay. Anything else of value here? There. And that's it. Gather my loot. And we head down. It's you coming from on the other paths. What the heck? Why is there water just went through over there? Alright. You just saw a rat?
Make nests in the walls. Big babies crying for food. Little ones. We will bring flesh for you. Careful. Old ones warned us. Never let tails twist together. Time. Trapped together. Dying. Long teeth, long claws. Sniff us out and swallow us alive. Metal man, knife hands, steel feet stomp metal floor. Careful! It starts on us, never stops. Papers and ink, dead thoughts, dead flesh.
Alright, can't go up from in there. Yep, that's the way out. That was the move. Let's head back upstairs. Go. Yeah, I remember that. I can blink now. Oh, arrested for murder. Oh yeah, we already read that. Careful of these people. So we'll scan to find anything useful. Money on him. Nothing there. Food. Correspondence between... Between? Yeah, auditors. That's it. Gather my loot. Read this stuff. So first, number 2. There are Nugan. I always forget how to pronounce that. I received your note about account discrepancies and disciplined my department. I have reviewed our account records for this month and can personally attest that our calculations are accurate. Please contact me immediately should further discrepancies occur. I received your note. I will come by this afternoon with my department's lectures. Manager Atwater will join us. Huh. I don't quite want to press it yet. There's people nearby. Phone charts. We already read that before. That's why I came in. Click save now. There's a calendar. Let's try opening this. Okay. The lobby is clear, I guess. Yes. I mean, you could always jump up through there, so. Issues you can't get out through the lobby, so. I already looked through here before, right? I assume there's nothing. There's something new. Let's do a quick walk around here. Huh. Oh yeah, these stairs were closed, of course. Security door. Yeah, up. What's this? No admittance. Oh, this is why I walked in here and so on. Okay. Oh, I was like, oh no, there's a robot. And he's singing. Oh, that's the roof that... Wait. Is that the... That shouldn't be the way I came in. It's odd. Unless there were multiple roof entrances. Conference room. No late night conferences, I see. All the apricot odd tartets. DCA meeting minutes. Legacy accounts. Michael's knows and doesn't care. Promotions. Hold a contest. Second offer prizes. Oh, these are all the people talking. Okay. Contest not intended for nobles. Agreed. But, and handwritten note. Lewis, please help me defend Bristol at today's meeting. You know how that pompous old bloatfish detests every idea I put forth and wants to divert all efforts toward his account holders. All you need to do is suggest a contest when I call for promotion ideas. Perhaps then he won't squelch the idea right off. Thanks, more. Was that it? Who's more of them? Lewis and more. Bristow. Bristow departs meeting. I suppose she's Zapata then? Oh, it's right here. Some more is Atwater. There. Roberts. Atwater. Any more food to steal? Just forget. Don't need any more health. Let's do a quick scan. Ah, portal fan. And that's it in here. Get my money. Oops. I should actually have to go through this with people being awake. Don't bother with any of that. Just walk on around until I start getting mechanicals. Note from the director. Bristow, does the Empress have an investment account with us or merely treasury holdings? Could she be persuaded to expand her account activity with us? Come see me, Dolores. Sanitation key request letter to Rubio campus. Rubio, maintenance needs 2 new keys for the sanitation area right away. Garca went missing with our only key a few days back, and now the city workers can't access our trash bins. I filled out a requisition form, but it needs your seal. Let's resolve this situation before Director Michael sees garbage piling up outside her fancy building. Martha. Okay, I found your key for you. Quick scan of the room. Silver dust in there. Just... Oh, in the event of my death. And... I fear that I'm in danger. My investigations have earned me many powerful enemies. Last time they sent thugs to break my ribs. Who knows what they'll do next? In the event of my death, please deliver the contents of my lockbox to the Karnaku Gazette at once. Have the staff at Michael's Bank open it with codes 379 and read the contents carefully. Tell them to print. Oh, that's the guy who was getting chased and I didn't kill his people for the contract. So that might have changed. If he was still safe, I guess. Let's check here. And I think this is where I came in. Yeah. So I could go down another floor. And that'll bring me back to where I was, I believe. Whoop, almost. I think this is where I was earlier. Mortgage and loans. I walked around a bit. Jumped over him. Walked past her.
Huh?
Yeah, she didn't notice me. Okay. Oh, and that's where I can jump back in from. Okay. Wait. Wasn't there another room somewhere? Or did I do it from here? There's some button there. One button. Oh, all the doors are open now. Oh, I could turn them all off if I want. So that's where I am. Okay. Let's take another look around a bit. Yeah, I already looted this room. Ah, here's the bank. So let's see. Can't tell where I am right now. So I'm right there. That'll take me to the basement, which I don't need to go to. And then 1 is the teller counter, which is right on the corner which I came from. That's the main entrance. Number 6 is to sanitation, which is where I could have come from, but I chose not to. And now I basically know where that is. Okay. Rooftop access is the other side. Okay, so we're actually pretty close to being done this zone. I just want to check the front area where that sanitation entrance would be. Right around here. Service door. Well, I think this was locked. That's why I was like, what's going on? Because you can press a button right there. Yeah. This is the sanitation entrance. Alright. I feel like I should do a scan just in case. Ooh. Arc pylons, I think? How do I turn those off? I don't really see an obvious one. But I'm pretty sure those are turned on, so. Yeah, that is turned on. I guess it won't zap me from over here. Until I find a way into there, at least. Do another scan. There's that. Shots, but doesn't matter. Spherite. There's a bone charm somewhere way down below. I don't see how you get in there. Oh, there's the door over there. Ooh. So it's here. Ah, here it is. So I close this. Off it goes. Probably pull this. Oh! Huh. Now it's off and it's in here. Oh, those are Jindosh versions. Now I can go into that one. Okay. What was the other thing I just saw? Oh, saving. This. And it comes. Process well. Let's do another scan because I could have sworn. Electrical burst. Yeah, there's the copper wire. Now, you go say hi to this guard and loot them. Ah, if you tried to come in through there, you definitely get zapped, so. Okay, this. That's about it. Is a voltaic shop. Oh. Right, this path is now open. Still, why is there a bone charm all the way down there, supposedly? Huh. Oh, it's an actual zone. Alright, yes. There are bound to be secrets in its place, vault controls in the security place. What is that? No. No, like Clockwork Soldier. Okay. USB very. Ooh. This is floor 1, and that's where I am right now. There's a stairway right there that leads to every floor, it seems. So it's probably locked. Or something like that. On floor 3, there's a director's office and the vault access. Floor 4 is security office and vault controls. Floor 6, or not floor 6. Number 6 is archives and lockboxes. And 7 is vault maintenance. Okay.
That must be the vault. It's some kind of fancy elevator. A control room can move the vault into 2 places. I need to find a way to move that thing, one way or another.
Let's rewire. This is way down there. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard to turn off. Be careful of him. I'll probably just zoom by soon. I wish I could attack him, but I'm terrible at doing that now. Oh, that's turned off now. Scan the room. Outside. There's an employee there. He's got some money. That's about it there. Couch there. Note to staff about Dr. Galvani. He cannot escape safes and vaults and everything else. Oh. You. Wonder if he comes down here. Doesn't look like it so far. Seems to just care about the front. Oh, I think it was the light, or wall of light. Is it a charm here? Oh, it's in the vault. Oh, it's over there. Correspondence. Ouch. Let's go ahead and open this. Register. Oh, I lost my mark on the thing, so I gotta be careful and quick. This music almost sounds like footsteps, so I'm a bit paranoid that it's coming towards me. Inside here, let's read the funny note. All staff on shift, I'm sure you've noticed the pile of papers from Tivia. Well, we've received an inordinate amount of letters from Dr. Galvani about the security and contents of his lockbox. He's only had it for 2 months, but his correspondence is endless. I assured him in our last formal letter that our security is unmatched, but the man won't be swayed. Apparently, he's been burgled twice before and can't stand the idea of it happening again. But then he clearly wrote that the combination has always been the most important date in his life. Why go around telling people that? Doesn't he know how easy that is to figure out? The man's been robbed over and over and he still isn't taking this seriously. Anyway, if he writes us again, just give him the standard form letter. There's nothing you can say that will make him feel at ease. His lockbox is as secure as ever. Anything else in this place? I may not remember the most important date of his life, so I have to look up the code again. Unless there's a hint there, but I think it's just going to be like a long Dishonored reference that I forget. Should be safe now. There's the deployment and so on. Oh, I want to get those. Just have my mana ready so that I can avoid it as needed soon. Oh, heading over there. Let's just leave it be. He says as he almost gets caught by it. Let's go over there. It doesn't even know I exist, basically. Authorized personnel. Right there. Oh, silver dust. No, it's gonna notice me with that helmet. I just want to sort of try giving it a quick shot to the head, you know? Ooh. Nope, that does not work. Everyone wakes up. Oops. Pausing. Oh, yeah. This pistol gun is much better than the crossbow. Said no one ever. Or this wrist gun, I should say. What?
Someone is asking for trouble over there.
Oh, cash register. Unmark that then. Might as well unmark that because I can read that soon enough. Well, that's all the auditor stuff. Good. That's about everything. Oops, should have read that first. Number 1. So the third time, the records from your department shows discrepancies with the master account records. Such sloppy work is unacceptable. If your team can't properly reconcile the balances this month, I'll assume that they're embezzling coin and will deduct it from their wages. Perhaps then they'll recall how to add a simple column. Number 3. Once again, your department's figures cannot be reconciled with our master accounts. I don't know how they taught up a column in Dabokva, but such persistent inaccuracy will not fly here in Karnafa. Please bring your ledgers to my office. Esteban wishes to examine them. Oops, that's not it. I want the lower maps. I want to read number 5. On delay that we could get together and determine the source of the discrepancies, I have dismissed the clerk responsible for the errors in our master accounts and replaced him with Lorca Gomez, as you recommended. Apologies again for the misunderstanding. I trust there are no hard feelings. I happily anticipate working closely with you in the future. Wait, does it only have one camera? Unlike the newer ones?
I think I spotted someone suspicious.
That's annoying. Oh wait, wrong button. I had a newer save and autosave, so... How did he hear me just now? Was it the jump? Alright. Let's check real quick. Aha! It can only see in one direction. It's not the double seer that the old clockworks were. That's good because old clockworks were a bit too annoying to get past. These I could literally walk around them. as long as I know which way they're going. Which I can pretty much know now. A few more seconds.
If you'd like to open an account, please come back during bank operating hours.
Where's this? Button number 1. Vault Tour. 2 authentic Sokolovs, or 2 silver, maritime investments, private box. Bond of something.
Michael's Bank wishes you a profitable day.
Did she see me? No, I don't think so. Let's check. Oh, not one. Okay, still clear. I think that's enough. Looting. Let's make my way upstairs finally. I've been in here, right? Yeah, that's why I turned it off. Let's go downstairs first. That's why would you go upstairs when that's the objective? Good one. Archives and lockbox. Ooh, button. Don't want to use that one. I know there's a clockwork at least on one floor, never mind the other 3 that I can go to. Huh. Oh, there's another clockwork. Security chief. Let's wait a few seconds for my man to come back. Actually, I always wanted to test out this. Huh. It's okay. Huh. Okay. But if it comes this way... Okay, fine. Okay. Ooh. Wonder if I can open this. No, I can't. He came in. Ah, I can hide up there if need be. Okay.
New clients will receive unlimited drafts on their primary Michael's account and a set of Sibylla cookie knives. Join today.
That makes it a bit more safe. I should do this. Gun. Book. Oh, his memoir. Very good. That's exactly. Oh, the most important date is like 28. High cold. I forget what month that is. I think it's like January or February. Way to leech. That does. While using semblance, killing it an unaware target. That's unfortunate. I was about to say, can't I use semblance? I remembered that I can't. Because that'd do something for the contracts. Let's wait for it to move around a bit. It's another hallway it walks through, so I can't really be here that safely. Can't quite.
Starting a commercial venture? Michaels and Associates can help.
Oh, lockboxes. Galvani. I feel like it's going to patrol here, so I better be careful. Oh. Huh? What are all these codes? All clear. Security wing emergency evacuation. Wonder where I can give these codes, though. I feel like a lot of these I shouldn't use, though. Maybe just the enter the security office.
This is what I needed.
Yep, that's what I thought. 2... Was it 18 or something else? Or do not forget important. I need to find this thing. Yeah, that's annoying. Important day of his life or something. Or his memoirs, that's the thing. This is all the old stuff, right? Everything? Yeah, it is. Okay, so Galvani. His memoirs. Secret Knock, it's after that for sure. Piece of the Void Journalist. Blood Pump. Guide to my collection. His diary, letter from pharmacist. Huh. Am I missing it? Or did it refresh it here? No. Has to be below that. Smoking. Okay, it's definitely before that as well. Him help. Spectre Club. Giving speech. First drafts. Thanks for this gift. Save us. No. It has to be. Lore? Can't be lore, can it? It is freaking lore. 28.
Michaels and Associates Deposit and Loan Bank is a warrant holder to the Crown by appointment to Her Imperial Highness Emily Caldwin. Michaels Bank treasures your business.
One more. The 28th day. Unless it's different ordering. That'd be a bit weird, but okay. No, it's not that either. 28-7 is high cold?
Best things in life are expensive. Start saving today.
Whatever. That's a lot of money. Birdie the Bird. I caught Birdie, as we call him, on one of those ill-fated expeditions to Pandacia, which I and a few others attempted from time to time to follow in the footsteps of the great Sokolov. The birds assemble in great flocks and nest in cliffsides. He had flown too close to our ship, and so one of our sailors snared him with a well-thrown net, and we managed to cage him. He was the first of his species to reach Crystalian shores. He caused a stir in the popular imagination when I first displayed him. I did a circuit of public lectures on Pandician fauna, and each theater was packed with people hopeful for a glimpse of my little bird. I heard from some friends that Birdie even featured in some children's literature with fanciful illustrations. After a time, Birdie grew quite tame. He would even accept grapes from my hand. Sadly, he died after just a few short years, but he inspired a passion for Pandician birds, egg collecting, and taxidermy. I had him stuffed, and occasionally I charged a small fee to allow viewers to see him. He will always hold a special place in my heart. That's why I'm not allowed to take him away.
Starting a commercial venture?
Can I open these other ones? Morgan Yu?
Associates Deposit and Loan Bank is a warrant holder to the Crown by appointment to Her Imperial Highness Emily Caldwin.
Oh, Georgia, I know that one. Nothing here. I know his, so. Who's... Wasn't written here. It's some lore again. Oops. Another manual, Birdie. It's memoir. Oh, I guess it's not. So findings. In the event of my death, it's 379. The notes. The Jacoby article at the behest of Lucia Pastor, with concerns about the illegal foreclosures. Interview with Cienfuegos. Got the major clue. puzzling entries for his stuff. And guess who was receiving them? Jacoby. Interview with Ned Tamron. That's nice and all, but that's it. Okay.
Make arrangements with Director Michaels for a private security box.
I wonder what Morgan used lockboxes though. Wait, locker.
Bank treasures your business.
Oh, nothing. Okay. Anything else here? Oh. Hello there. I don't think there's any reason to be around here though. Can do that to turn off the security, but yeah. Is there anything useful back here? I don't think so. I got all that. So I think I'm actually... There's a gemstone in there. Wait, there's lockboxes for this contract? Oh yeah, 315. Oh! 315 it is. 3, 5, 1. Yes. Gemstone. Finishes this. Let's find the way back. So we do not. I have a feeling I shouldn't go this way, but oh well. Ooh, it zaps you like almost instantly. Alright, let's start heading upstairs then. While avoiding this clockwork soldier. Floor. Clockwork soldier is in view now. Seems fine actually. Yep, did not notice me. Right, let's do a scan. Just turn off that one if I can. No, I can't. Oh, here's a button. Check here, I guess. There's the button in, but there's no real actual way in. Okay. At least I know there isn't a guard here. Clockwork guy, at least. But I still shouldn't use the elevator. Go this way around. Huh. Huh. You could have just come up from here. I'm just going to turn this off. Can't from up here. I don't think I can get that low, so. Give it a try, but there's a heavy pouch down there. Wow, it really takes a lot to unlock. Let's walk around some more. There. There's this guard here. Another way in to do that, but still not able to get in. Root you. Vault Control Center. So is this the place where I put in a code somewhere? Security office direct line. Wait, I can push a button?
Hey, wake up. I need you to let me in.
Ah.
Outsider's eyes. If Pena caught me sleeping on the job, he'd make me run the shop block. May I have the code, please?
It's B15D. Now let me in.
Okay, come on in. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Chief Pena about my attention lapse.
Oh, he's right there, right? I wish I could go in there, but I doubt it. Yeah.
How long left on my shift? Ugh. Boy, take it.
Ooh.
It's dragging today.
They are awake. Or not awake, but inactive. Be watchful of strangers.
There's license being cast out. Someone is listening too well.
So I guess that's the quote-unquote lightning walk. There. There's the owner's manual again. Right. Let's try going through here first. Looks safe enough. Pretty sure I can just walk in here. Not see anyone I can wake up by making noise, but good. Sort of like leaving the defenses on. Makes it like I wasn't here in the first place. Unfortunately, I already messed with them earlier. He says as he's almost about to get zapped. Let's just see how much damage it does. First, jump. Yeah. Maybe I do have to turn it off then. Checkpoint is the save I just made, right? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look around some more. Doesn't look like you can come in through here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh wait, can't I do something like displace? Oh, there's a path right there. So if I displace it here, can I then use it? Just walk around here. Yes, I can. Good, good, good. So you don't need that. Turn that off. You can, but it's just not necessary. Oh, there's even more. This way. Very good. Why are they playing tic-tac-toe? Ooh. Now I have a safe way out, so for now I don't really want to turn it on or off though. But I still haven't explored the other floors. Do a quick scan. Just employee. Just some food. Ooh, that's actually a good amount of money over there, so. If I remember right, I can't even get there from here unless I set up like 2 jump. Let's give that a go. Where do I even want to set it? Right there, right? Is it off yet? Can't really tell.
Trained guards, clockwork sentinels, and the tool in our crown, the elevator.
Very good. So it's here. Ah, it was in a locker I didn't check. Might as well check the other 2 as well. Whiskey, a few coins. Grenade and hook line. Keep Forgetting to use hook mines. Oh well. I should just go out the other way. Why am I thinking of going the long way around again? How were you able to get in there anyway? If I remember right, there was a little pathway from, what's it called? Yeah, there was, so I could have just warped in. No, you can't warp in. Because you wouldn't be able to get through that door. Only now can you actually get in. Because of that. Now you can set this. You know what? I'm going to place another one out. No, I can't place another one. Oh, I guess you always have to ask over and over to be let in and out. That's annoying.
Ugh. Boy, take it. Time's dragging today.
Check the loot. He's got the microphone, he's got the button. That's about all he's got. Right. Ooh!
I don't like that.
Oh.
Better have a look.
That was a bit odd, but okay. Where did I always save? Just before I was coming back in.
Oh, watch your mouth!
So I just gotta go grab the money in there after reopening the door. I think I already have it set. Yeah, I do. I wonder if I can... What I need to do is place the second one. So I can warp back out here. Now I've done that. Quick check it out again. And that's it. Okay.
I should show the new guard around later. I'll bet she never saw anything like that Jindosh vault back in Morley.
Up we go again. Do another check.
I'm here to steal all your secrets, Dolores.
There is a clockwork. Some kind of security system here? Is that just a button? That's it. This looks safe to walk into, honestly. How is this actually secure? Nothing. Guards, don't summon Director Michaels over the PA system without an authorization code. You know she's a stickler for proper protocol. If you can't remember the codes, find me. I carry the code list with me for safety. Call her without code, and I'll dismiss you so fast that your head will spin like a crystal weather vane. Aha, because I guess it blows a lot there. Foreign realm, blah blah blah. Activate alarm bell. Sometimes you just gotta flush the door. Leave insults. Huh. Nice and safe. Let's try pushing this button.
Oh. Like to keep your secrets right where you can see them, don't you, Dolores?
Huh? Oh. I thought there was a bone charm in there too. Am I mistaken? Huh. I guess I was mistaken. Push that and... Huh. Oh! A door. Gotcha. Push this. That opens. Get the vault key. Another day of smiling at these wealthy fools and taking their treasures. I wonder how they'd feel if they knew their shabby little family items don't interest me. No, I seek a far greater prize, a jewel of immeasurable worth, immortality. From the moment I first learned of the cult's great secret, I knew I must have it. Everything I once valued, wealth, power, influence, it all faded to insignificance. What material possession can compare to eternal life? And if having it means I must live in some filthy mine-worshipping Blackstones, With gullible fools, then so be it. Small price to pay for such rich reward, to stare down the unblinking eye of time itself, to laugh down the centuries as the wealth of the isles falls to dust around me. That is the only treasure worth having. Before I can seize my immortality, I must deal with the mess Cienfuegos created. Outsider, take that traitor. The cult can never know that he stole the documents they entrusted to me. If the information about their secret void entrance fell into the wrong hands, it would destroy everything. My plans would be ruined. No, I won't let that happen. Those oracular sisters have closed off the Royal Conservatory. But that's a minor obstacle, as I know well. There's always a way past the most secure defenses. I just think.
Good. I have the vault key.
And a moon charm. I didn't read what it was though, so. That, no. Perfect balance, no. Jam, hardiness, no. Distracting. Billy appears, no. Cornered animal, no.
What else is she hiding?
Perfect balance, okay.
No way to the void. Cienfuegos sent Isla's documents to the Royal Conservatory. I need to find out what he knew. The conservatory is my next step.
Invitation for Dolores Michaels. Know that your dedication has not gone unnoticed. We have conferred and agree that you will be among the next selected to join us in our seclusion and communion. It would be wise to begin wherever preparations are necessary to divest yourself of your attachments in Karnaca. The possessions and connections you have in this life will not be permitted here. We will contact you again in due course. Enclosed with this letter are several documents. I entrust them to your care. Study them with devotion and protect them with your life.
A mining camp in the mountain? But it's not right. It's been changed by the void. It doesn't exist. Or shouldn't.
I think that's everything. Here. Oh, Dolores, I resolved our little problem. The pharmacist has gone where he'll trouble us no more. Unfortunately, he left behind a bloody mess. The documents he stole from you are still missing. I've ransacked his house and shop, but found nothing. I even went to his dreary little artist's garret, but the documents weren't buried in that jumble either. Rumor at the Spectre says he sent an archive to someone at the Royal Conservatory. What do you bet that the archive contains your documents? I leave it to you. Who's this? Civilian. Here's the address book. Let's read it. Tuesday. Crates of raw silk. Garment. They sell fast, but slack off after 12 hours of work. A touch of the cane helps them recover their energy. Moulton enjoys encouraging them. But now we're down 2 workers due to injuries. That's big surprise there. One of the girls set a fire. Moulton thinks she was trying to signal for help, but she almost burned down the factory down instead. It was a grisly sight unlocking the doors. Charred bodies everywhere, some still chained to their sewing machines. We lost 6 workers to the fire and another 11 to smoke. We'll snatch replacements from the docks soon. The order went out to Janet's boarding on time. After the fire, the guards have been asking around town. No one's talked yet, but it's only a matter of time. Scouting for a new location. Set up shop in an old warehouse by the Santiago Fisheries. 843. Huh. And then they want me to copy down the address.
There, I copied it down.
This is the vault. Somehow I don't really want the vault here, but... I also want to try crashing it down. That seemed like an option, supposedly. Let's check that in here real quick. Already got that. That's Clockwork Soldier. Whatever this is. Toggle switch and Josh safe. So here, bolts. Fan. What's that? Something over there, but I don't care what it is right now. Root. Discovered a way to open his private safe in the vault. I had concentrated on opening only his box number 1, but the approach was misguided. No one near clever enough for the grand inventor's diabolical intellect. Enter the correct 15-digit code into each safe. We'll open all of them at once, including his. Then you may empty it for use by other clients. Please come by my workroom so I can show you my progress with the code. Mrs. Campos moved me to the top floor of the log by the stairs. Yep, I already got his note, thankfully. So there was a pouch over here somewhere. Microphone, whispers, clockworks. Huh, I guess not. What's the microphone used for? So I want to know, but public address all speakers. Call the bank director. Evacuate security and administration. Divert security to the arc pylon. I'll say nothing, but that's pretty interesting. So you could make it slightly easier for yourself, I guess. What's up here? No way into vault maintenance. Let's try calling the elevator. I don't think it'll wake them up. Oh wait, now I remember. I didn't even need to do this, so... Oh! Oh, it is where I thought it was. Okay. Just in case there's someone up here. That's an arc pylon. To turn it off, you have to, like, somehow get behind there. So you crawl behind there, jump there, then jump there, I guess. Quite dangerous. Let's do a quick save, just because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to do this perfectly. Oh, I like that. That's actually doors. Jindosh, my compliment on the boards was in purchasing my exclusive invention, the suspended vault. My servants will assist your workers with the installation of the vault, as its complexity no doubt surpasses their limited mechanical experience. However, the bank will be responsible for maintaining its perfection in the future. If someone is foolish enough to disengage all 4 brake couplings at once, the vault will plummet down to the shaft to its destruction. Remove the coupling lever and stow it somewhere safe from all idiots. Barring major catastrophes, my vault will function seamlessly for centuries. So where's this lever? Oh.
I could get that vault moving with a little maintenance.
I do want to do that, honestly. I guess I'll send it down to the archives as the other choice. Probably the safest one. Perhaps. I think that's honestly everything I need to do here, so let's go ahead and do that. Put my quick save here. Find this place. This? Hatch. Place lever.
Michaels and Associates Deposit and Loan
Open.
Bank is a warrant holder to the Crown. By appointment,
I need something to pull back these brakes.
Oh, I need more of them? Oh wait, do I just need to pull it now? Ah.
Didn't think anyone would steal the whole vault, did you?
Might as well just put save now then. Oops, I closed it. What do you mean, eh? Oh, I can do it right here, so. Oop. Ooh.
Right. Brace yourself.
One more quick save. See if I can fall down with it. Whee!
I'm still in one piece, but the vault isn't.
What do you do with it now? Like, how do you get out and whatnot? Yeah, this definitely made a lot of noise, so. How do you get in? Vault over here. Ah. I shouldn't do this. I should actually mess with it. That was fun enough. I'll go up. Send the vault somewhere else. First, we need to get back up, so. Yes. Get out and up. Now, what I want to do is turn this back on. I know that sounds stupid, and it is. Alright, now let's head downstairs and send it. Where's the button anyway? Right, it was downstairs the floor. I remember everything perfectly. This room I opened up. Should jump across next time rather than running around. Archives or director's office.
Why is the vault moving? What's going on?
I still wonder how you get in without his without waking him up specifically. That's what I'm curious about. I don't think there's a way you can put a pathway into here. Or what's it called? All these windows are perfectly closed.
Stay right there. Security wants a word with you. Security to the vault control room. Security to vault control. Please investigate suspicious activity. Security to the vault. Repeat, security to the vault. Robbery in progress. Security to the director's office. Repeat, security to the director's office. Robbery in progress.
Wow, they really got up here that quick, huh? Well, let's go back to that quick save. Let's try the archives next, I guess. Huh. Still curious how you...
Why is the vault moving? What's going on?
Say something in a few seconds.
Stay right there. Security wants a word with you. Security to the vault control room. Security to vault
Hmm.
Attention. Robbery in progress. Armed personnel are needed in the archive. Protect the vault.
Attention, an unauthorized guest has been detected.
I still don't see how you can do this safely then. Like, I guess you have to knock that guy out. But that'll nullify the contract, unfortunately. Let's check that contract. Quiet as a mouse, I think. Means no getting caught, no harming them. You get 900 coins for doing it. Still, I really want to know how you'd get... Wait, couldn't I just do this? Oh. Do I have a save that I can reload that's back that far? No, I don't. So I was supposed to push this and not wake him up. because I did that, he'll now wake everyone up.
Back in Morley.
So I have two choices. Wait, the contract doesn't get broken with that thing, so I might as well just crash the vault, I think. That or do the director's office, but actually get up there quickly. And put another one over here. Cancelled. Pop, pop.
What's going on?
Oh, you have to hold it to open it. Okay.
Stay right there. Security wants a word with you.
Can I close it behind me, please?
Security to the vault control room. Security to vault.
Guess not.
2 locks. This has to be the one.
Security to the vault. Security to the vault. Robbery in progress. Security to the director's office. Repeat.
There's the
Security
knife.
to the director's office. Robbery in progress.
Just want to see if they won't see me if I'm hiding well enough. How far are they? Here he comes. What? Is no one coming? Huh. So let me think. I need to check that guy's note. Clues? 0112. 0112. 3. 5. 8. Let's check behind me in a few seconds. That's fine. After 8 was 13. After 13 plus 8 should be 21. Plus 13. 13, 34. Plus 21. So 5. 55. Now time to check my math, I guess. 0 plus 1 equals 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 plus 3 equals 8. 8 plus 3 equals 13. 13 plus 8 equals 21. 21 plus 13. 21. 1 plus 3 is 4. And 1 plus 2 is 3, right? Just being paranoid that I'm putting it in the wrong spots now. 21 plus 13 is 34. 34 plus 21 should be 55. The math shouldn't be off. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Let me just make sure I'm not misunderstanding it. So you got 0 and 1 together, that equals 1. 1 and 1 together equals 2. What, 2 together equals 3. 2 and 3 equals 5. 5 and 3 equals 8. 5 and 8 equals 13. 13 plus 8 is 21, which is this one. It's 13. Because that's the last one, right? Yeah. 21 plus 13. It's 34. 3 and 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. Is there a dial to pull? 1, 2, 3. 5. Wait. 4. 5. Oh. So you can act like you were never there, I guess? Huh. Oh, a few more seconds. Just to confirm. 0, 1, and 1. 2, 3, 5. 8, 13. So that's all right, as far as I understand. Yeah, 13 plus 8. It's 21. 21 plus 13. 34. Plus 21. Yeah, this should be right. Unless I have it entered in wrong. I'm gonna check it. Jindosh Vault. Just a moment. What is all this? That's not what I was looking for. This one. Mm-hmm. 6 saves, normally one we each. Down to 3 digits. 2, 3, 5, 8, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 5, 5. The fourth vault from the left uses keys. In fact, the vault that you have to open, notes on it gives you the clue you need, indicating that you should skip it. It disrupts it. So you skip it, and then you can enter the rest. Okay. I forgot about that part. And why am I doing that? I should have closed the tab so I can see Twitch again. Give me a few more seconds. There we are. Back in. I gotta let the cat out, I believe. Alright, we are back. And since I misunderstood that note, let me see this. Keep these numbers in mind if you want to crack it, but it leaves out that one important part that you forgot. Progress with it, yes. Let's see. That's the old one, or the new letter that I just found a bit ago. You want the one a bit below it. This afternoon, that's what I found there. This one's a bit further. Yeah, around here. Oops, self? No. There it is. Yes, but skip the double sets. Okay. So, skip the double sets. Means 13 is skipped. Or no, 13 is where you skipped here. So you skipped 21. And I guess you skipped the one after that as well. 34. So I guess I'll put it at 55 for now. 55 plus 34. 55 plus 34. That is 89. No, this doesn't sound right. Because how do you put the last 3 digits here? Three. Skip 25. Oh. 25, 34. And 55. 34 plus 55 is the 80. No, that's not right either. Hmm. Do you not need the 0 there? Shouldn't be. I'm sorry, I gotta pull open that again because that does not make sense to my brain. Skipping part is what throws me off completely. What? You just put the 1 in there and ignore the other 3 numbers? I mean, it's a smart fault, but it's also annoying because you wouldn't think that. I'll just take 2 leftover numbers, thank you, yes. I think it actually makes this noise when you get them right. What was this one? 13 plus 8 was 20 something. 21 was 34. Ah. Over there first. Right, what can I get? A light pouch from him. The Clockwork Allegiance. Will respond to the spoken code and realign with the speaker. So I want to use that. Power of the Abyss. Someone wrote a fan work. Greater foresight. Ooh. What's that? Select and mark more markers. Yes, thank you. A fan book of the Outsider. Expectations of the afterlife. Just want to check my stats again just to make sure that I am safe. Players' deaths, we don't care about that. Right.
Close my locker before coming out. Last time I left it open, someone.
Quickly put. How can I get up there? Get that one set. I guess set one there as well. I'll do a quick save across. Yep. No, that wasn't it. I couldn't do the, what's it called? Displace from there. Oh well. Oh! That was exactly what I needed. I didn't need to have a second one. Okay. So let's see if I can kill that one real quick. Huh. I can actually go under the door. Okay. Let's just turn that one off. Right. Let's put them both up here.
I think I just saw something.
Did anyone actually just see me, or is it just paranoia? That guy watching that door. Check over here. Looks clear. So let's put one over there. One over here.
one of my workers?
What?
May you find your
What happened?
way to the void.
What's going on?
Attention! Intruder in the director's office. All security
What?
personnel, protect Director Michaels.
Are they seeing my displace markers? Because they shouldn't. I was hoping to go through there, but I guess not.
No, I'm sure.
Probably just the clerks working late.
I wonder who that was.
Check just to be sure. Yeah, I haven't been spotted or anything. What? Who the heck saw me now? Oh well. Wait, what? Spotted by enemies, assassinations. Huh.
Come on, I don't have time for
games. What I want to do now is pop up here, pop down here. I didn't have enough mana. Now what?
Michaels and Associates are not responsible
I hate
for
these things. Clockwork Soldier Command Code JIN4690IFF.
Warning. A criminal has been detected inside the bank. The Sentinel will now begin exploration grid protocols.
I just want to see what it does now.
Attention! Intruder in the director's office. All security personnel, protect Director Michaels.
Will it actually attack them? Oh yeah, that's definitely attacking them, so you can't use that. Where am I now? Over here. Wait, this doesn't look safe, wherever I am.
What? I'll be damned! Where do you think you're going?
What am I doing over there?
Now the void welcomes
She's
you.
back.
Feel
Oh,
its em-
Alright, let's check the load games. So that's there. I'd have to like jump over there. This is the autosave where I just got caught. This is that. So let's not go that way now that I know. I want to try something else. Let's see. This is them finding me somehow. Place one here. One there. One there. One there. Alright, let's give it a go. Alright, now I go up here.
What? Where's my pistol?
Oh wait, forgot about that. Yeah. I shouldn't have come up here. I should just try riding the elevator if I can. Real quick, like. Where's the buttons? Right there. Okay, this will give me at least. Let's turn you off real quick. Let's do a quick scan in my eyeball. Floor up. 2 floor up. This is still turned off, probably. Otherwise, it looks pretty safe. So,
Entire ship of whale oil tanks just gone. Taken right
Wait,
from under their
I'll have a
noses.
look over there.
Idiots.
what?
So let's see. What was it?
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
Where? There he is. Of course he is. Oh, I know. Once again, use the elevator. This time.
I do think we lost passions. Work harder and we come from better families.
Something feels
I should
wrong.
think that's just obvious.
I wonder what I'm dealing with.
That's not where I meant to go. What? Where am I exactly? Maybe?
I think I spotted someone suspicious.
Is someone
They find me? Actually find me?
there?
Something moved. Pretty sure of it.
I'll have a look around.
Maybe I should have done that evacuation code.
It looked like, I don't know, but I saw something.
Huh. Maybe I should do that, honestly. All these enemies in my way. Let me think. The microphone's over there. So I want to head over there and do that.
Looked like, I don't know, but I saw
I
something.
feel like she woke up when I jumped down over there for some reason.
About half sure there was something going on.
As soon as you turn around.
Sentinel detects suspicious activity.
Twice the
What are you doing?
Okay. Alright, so I should be able to still do this. But is she awake now? She's not. But this is not open either. Okay, let's wait a few seconds. Think of it.
So hungry. Might be time to spring for fish cake.
Let's try opening the door here. What I want to do is let's set this over here. Okay. Thankfully, she's still asleep. Thankfully, I left this on, or they'd probably be.
I'm hungry. What? What is this?
What? What?
It was coming from here. Let's see.
Okay then.
Tasted awful. That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more like me.
Okay, next idea. Go all the way back upstairs again. Go to that security office. Send everyone home, I guess. Where am I? Oh. I can't get past it without doing this.
I wonder if Father would approve of the
They keep closing all the doors, but let's check this microphone real quick. You could say the reset code here. Call the bank director to the inner atrium? What? Evacuate. Declare the bank secure. That's interesting to do. Back, like, you can't do that well. Okay, I think I can do set my displace again. No, I can't really. That door was open. Oh. No. Let's give it a go.
All clear, stand down. Code S10K.
That's a lie, it's not. Did work.
Saying of the week. The best things in life are expensive. Start saving today. New clients will receive unlimited drafts
Nope.
on their primary.
They aren't doing it. Evacuate.
There's a technical fault with the security floor. All personnel evacuate the security wing immediately. Code R36P.
What are these alarms that people are doing?
Isn't it dinner time yet? Man could starve from this shift.
Maybe I was better off just sending the bank vault to the bottom floor, you know? What?
This shirt reeks. I gotta get a spare uniform. It's funny to think she could be reading the letter right now. Thinking about me right now.
Screw it. Yeah. Let's see what the last checkpoint was. Let me think. What were the other requests I could do? I don't even remember where I am. Okay. Let's see, we have direct security to the pylon corridor, which would only work if you had done the pylons. Call the bank director to the inner atrium? She's already here. Wait, I didn't even take the freaking knife. I'm a genius. Oh no. Let's take a look around some more. Oh, there are 2 units waiting right there.
Esteemed guests, we assure you that this incident will be over shortly. Apologies for the inconvenience. The Clockwork Sentinel is inspecting the room. You have nothing to worry about if you're a registered client.
Money. Put in my two keys. Get my dang knife this time. What?
You and I were both abandoned to uncertain futures on dangerous streets and taken in by murderers. Dowd spared your life all those years ago, but I was taught a lesson that you still haven't learned. Some wounds stay with you, even in the void.
Give it to me. I don't have time for this.
Time repeats the same unending patterns. 4,000 years ago, this knife cut my name away. Forgotten forever. You know what it's like to lose one name and live with another. We are all made by the things that are taken from us.
I've seen the people you've twisted with your poisonous magic. You know what I want. You know I'm coming for you.
I know more than most. I know that time is bleeding into itself around you. I know that you have felt it, and you are searching for the places where the world has broken against the void. I know that Dowd is dead where you left him on your ruined ship, and you will carry that knife with you to face me at the black center of all things.
Why are you doing this? Why are you talking to me now?
I'm here because you are different. The void has found you through the cracks in your broken life. And when you cut me out of it, what will remain? What will you leave behind when you walk away?
What does the outsider want from me? Dowd. Is he really gone? I have the knife. I need to get back to the dreadful whale.
Didn't need to close that, but okay. What? Wage strike? What? I mean, that's interesting, but... So I can make noise over there, I guess?
What? The alarm! Quick!
Ah, yes. Of course she'll set the alarm. Alright. A few more things to do, then I can get out of here, probably.
Someone there?
Guess I was just too close to his sight. Wait a second. Isn't that quick save going to...
I think I spotted someone
What?
suspicious.
Oh, I didn't have that. Alright. If this doesn't work, then I'll reload that save and move quickly to the left. What? Oh, canceled my thing for me. It's actually very kind of them.
Alright, go on. Get them on this shit. Just unbelievable. Supposed to be doing.
Second floor.
Can't spend on that. Call. Supposed to be.
Why are they all there?
What wouldn't I give?
Why can't that see me?
Make arrangements with Director Michaels for a private security box. Reservations are limited.
This whole business.
One's behind there now. Holy crap, there's so many people. Whew. Let's close that door again. Do a scan. And hope that I can sneak past everyone. Yeah, why can't I see past this door? Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a bad jump. I think it's about to auto-save myself to quote-unquote my death. Because every time I walk through this door, I guess it counts as me saving.
Anyone here?
That's not what I
Show
meant.
yourself.
Actually, that is quite good. So we have her there. Oh, she stopped looking for me though. Him there, so he would have caught me probably. But wait, she don't, or she isn't facing this way. Okay. Let's So my current objective is to try to sneak through there if possible. Get to that stairway over there. Because obviously I won't be able to get out that door. How have I not been caught? Armor until it end of the mission I don't have Ghost? Well, more likely than you think. Let me guess, bunch of enemies spawn outside now. But if not, I'll head to the skiff.
The place will be a mess when they find out what I've done. But until then, nothing but quiet.
Yo. Do a quick scan. No one. Probably just that guy I can't kill. That's good to me. Just in case his dog woke up somehow. Or came back to life, I mean. Huh, the Gazette is still closed, I guess. Oh, I can only use the skiff. Huh. That's fine, I guess. But I'll do a quick scan because I feel like someone will spawn up ahead. Those are two guys I knocked out. Clear. Maybe I'm just being overly paranoid right now. Just in case. Let's watch as something stupid is like, this skiff being here is illegal. Find out whose it is. Alright. Guess I'm leaving. Ghost never detected somehow. Huh. Paintings? I don't care. And I did all of my contracts. Pickpockets delight. Took the note from the elite guard without him noticing. Which one? Sedate the bank personnel. Stole the contents of his safe. Yes. Retrieve the gemstone. Okay. Thanks. That was a long black screen. The ex-member stole the documents about how to enter the void and sent it to the conservatory.
I watched the fires burn all night. The smoke blocking out the stars. Water hissing as the hull of my old ship blackened around his body. Dowd. Gone at last. How many tried to kill you and came no closer than I did all those years ago? How much coin was on your head, old man? Now no one but the Void can collect. For years, I imagined the outsider offering me his mark. Instead, he's given me the knife that made him. A weapon that can surely unmake him as well. I can't begin to understand his motives.
I wonder if he wants to die.
Wanted. And if he's got to wander the Void forever, maybe I can give him some measure of peace by ending this. As the dreadful whale burned to cinders, did the outsider laugh or just watch? Same as me. It's as fine a pyre as I could make. Farewell, Dowd. I'll finish what you started. I had that ship for years. It burned away in hours. Dowd is dead. And Megan Foster died with him.
Some kind of note right there.
One of the Eyeless, a painter and pharmacist, stole information about how to enter the Void. His name was Cienfuegos, and he was obsessed, just like the rest of them. But he went too far, Before the eyeless killed him, he sent what he'd stolen to the curator of the Royal Conservatory. Maybe she could have helped him. He never found that out. The curator is gone, but whatever Cienfuegos sent her is still there. The Abbey of the Everyman has taken over. They've sent overseers and oracular sisters to search the place for heresy. I need to find whatever's left of the pharmacist's archive before they tear the conservatory apart.
Spawning literally right there.
I'll finish what you started, Dowd.
No more liquor, no more listening to Dowd muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm, hoping to see Deirdre's face. But now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me, she smiled, and I knew she had something to share again. First, she kissed my lifeless eye, then held up what she'd been hiding behind her back. It was Dowd's hand, cut off at the wrist and all carved up with the outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh, too, all the while whispering that language I only heard in the void. Then she dropped the dead hand, and it sank into the black and disappeared. Did the outsider show me this? Is he using her face, her hands, her hair, things I'd never share? Things I keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why. I don't know what it means for the old man. I don't think he's found any rest even now. Luggage. Stay at the Royal Conservatory? Oh, I suppose that's how you move to the next zone then. Got the gardens. Wait. If I remember right, that gate wasn't the black market somewhere like much further down? Or was it right there? Pretty sure it was around here. Yeah, big building. Oh, there's the dockyard, yeah. So it was right here.
The information I need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way. Months ago, the conservatory closed with barely a warning. The Abbey is only just finding out what black magic was being practiced inside.
Only just now? In exceptional turn of events, the Abbey of the Everyman has deemed it necessary to dispatch members of the Oracular Order to investigate the Royal Conservatory. Readers will remember the sudden closure of the Royal Conservatory last year, with representatives citing an infestation of mites. This did not explain, however, the presence of the Grand Guard at all hours, nor the strange woman spotted in and around the building. As the Abbey sends its most secretive members to the site, we may only conclude that some event of great concern has occurred there. The Blind Sisters, as they are known, were seen early this morning entering the Royal Conservatory with a contingent of overseers. When approached for comment, the Sisters of the Oracular Order did not respond, and your humble journalist was forcibly encouraged to leave the area. Large bonfires have been kindled in the streets, and it is believed that portions of the Royal Conservatory's once impressive collection have already been burned. In the interest of safety, the Gardens District has been placed under lockdown under the Abbey's orders, and to follow those orders. Patient with Lawyer's Journal. Yep, just that again. Glimpsing the Beyond. Oh yeah, the Void.
Some minds get fixed on one thing and never find a way out. Cienfuegos wanted to see the void. Well, maybe he's seen it now.
Bloody body found dead.
Only the outsider knows how long the eyeless have kept their hideout a secret. I'll find out where it is.
For years,
Oh.
we planned jobs just like the bank. Watching houses from rooftops, stealing keys, bribing servants, sharpening our blades as we waited for the right moment. You were proud of what we could do. I knew that much.
Honestly, that's quite an interesting sounding game.
How I came to Dunwall. How the outsider marked me. And made me the man I was. For the lives we led then, you had no choice but to turn against me. But now, I find myself counting on you again. You have what you need.
Yeah, if I remember right.
You will find out what to do. It's time, Billy. We kill the outsider. Remove this terrible power from the world. For everything we did. And everything it did to us.
If I remember right.
I could have died 100 bloody ways. But in the end, here I am. On your ship. Sipping your last good whiskey. That's not so bad. Thank you, Billy. And farewell.
Okay. If I remember right.
A fine day's work, brother. We need only
Daytime.
record the heretical text we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I
troubling
can save from that fire. It's all ashes.
What now?
I need to check that ledger and see if what I want is still here.
Or bizarre cures for impotence? I tell you, I've seen enough take one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this was different. Sister Rosewind saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, this could destroy the Abbey.
What? Stop.
Seekers. Wait. You can't go there? Huh. That's odd. But okay.
It is nearing blasphemy.
Could go down this way, it seems. Oh! So I want to take these two guys out real quick if I can.
Still no word from our sisters. Strange. Very strange indeed.
I don't know why I'm not doing a quick little looky look with this. Rather than going, oh yes, I'm perfectly safe. Two overseers right there. Any others? Here? No. That's about it.
I must draw strength from my brothers. For are we not as one?
Can't go on that, I know. Ah! This old guard tower can still be used. There's one guy. Knew there was going to be another. I just couldn't see him yet. Ah, there's the black market over there, right?
Something is amiss. Some heathen grown bold by these times. I shall not abide the footfall of a blasphemous wanderer. What's the matter with you?
God, that you could actually walk up to people and knock them out safely. Just walking, not running. Let's do another scan. Several witches are being held prisoner in the basement. One of them was killed in the courtyard after trying to escape through a vent. I must have missed that part. Oh well. Scanning just to be safe. Ah, that's who they were talking about. I must have like just overheard it or something. I don't see any movement, so. Restricted passage. Only to the Abbey. Hmm. Seems fine for the most part. Yeah, upstairs. See our ways in.
Oh, you made me jump. It's been a long time since anyone came in through that door.
Oh, there was another door somewhere?
You're armed to the teeth.
You don't even find blueprints. Why am I looking at upgrades as if there's actually upgrades to be had? Let's see. Smuggler's Passageway. That sounds useful. Your movement is not slowed when your weapons are unsheathed.
Nice
Usable.
doing business with you.
Sword axe can't
It's
be
all
blocked.
yours. Enjoy.
Additional portion of void energy.
As soon as I save enough coin, I'm retiring to Calero. Be careful out there.
Let's see. Smugglers have previously been able to infiltrate the conservatory without being noticed. To the right of the main entrance. Pretty sure I've went through that one before. Let's check the bone charms. Wait. I've been able to craft bone charms this entire time? Oh my god. First, let's sacrifice the useless ones. Can't believe I didn't notice this. What's that? Oh right, I can use semblance again now. Alright, let's get to making these then. So Stalker, definitely. Undertaker, useful. So Stalker and Undertaker. Let's go back. Quick save. One charms. First up, so Stalker. Start making it. 2, 3. Ooh, your grenades explode much sooner. I don't even care about that, so go ahead. Another quick save, just in case the next one is bad. Let's quit my one first. Crafted. So Stalker's now on. Now we want Undertaker, just in case I need to bring someone's body with me. Oops. Oops. Double misclick. Let's see how we get corrupted this time. Let's see if I have anything else that's useful to put on. Agile recovery, I just don't even care enough to make one, so. One, make sure I put on the other one, Void Conduit. Now I have everything equipped. Dang, that Void Conduit is a nice one. Alright, let's take a look. Ooh! Black Bone Charm. Committing unspeakable crimes. If you're as fond of them as I am, kill every last one of them except for Brother Cardoza. Leave him in one of his musical chairs and I'll deal with him myself. It's unfortunate that I can't do that, but... Pill for the Prophecies. All my bone charms. What's this? Abandoned my apartment. In my haste, I left behind a thing. Good coin to anyone. Who's clever enough to bypass the defenses. What's the tutorial? Oh, it's just that. Right, show marker. Show marker. Ignore that.
You look like you drive a hard bargain. I best be on my guard.
So I wonder how you get in there regularly then. It said. Were you supposed to just like climb up somehow? I hear a wolfhound of some sort.
Hello?
There'd be another. What? I don't know what.
All these charms, these runes, and fetid offerings are shrines made for me.
Oh, you can't get into there now.
Bones and dead things thrown into the dirt.
Oh, it's up there. Okay. Check that soon. Enough. There's him. Oops. Overseer marked. I don't see the other one. He's fine. Just to be sure though. Non-lethal is all set. Alright, this complete listing of everything. Still under investigation. Curator's office papers and stuff. These new documents was revealed to the Oracular Order in a vision. The archive has been confiscated by Sister Rosewin. She will personally examine it for stuff and communicate her findings. The contraption, of course, burned or shipped to the Abbey. Bunch of stuff.
Sister Rosewin is keeping documents in the curator's office. I need to find them.
So I'd like to get up there if possible, but I gotta be careful. If there's an overseer here or not. What's this? Nothing. Okay. Oh. Good amount of overseers over there. And a bone trunk. It'll be a bit tough to get that one, so. Wait, how do you get up there? Oh, probably those streetlight thingies. Bork, bork.
Pigs and ink, bitter ink, dead thoughts, dead flesh, dry and cracked and withering. Bite at the binding, make ink spill out, luminous food. Men with metal faces and hands, yes. Watch for wet smell, watch for smell of fat and blood and burning.
Yep. Is that all of them? Ah, there's a few more. Just in the floor of this main room. I'm fine. Just make sure no one somehow died from that.
High places, wide places, dangers, too big, not safe. Long places, dark places, where water runs and dirt low on your back.
Ah. Oh. Sneaky. String drop. God. Corrupt bone trauma. High pressure. I'm pretty sure that's not one IV. High pressure. Range one in a small blast radius. Just in case I ever come through here again. um,
Open up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area.
We'll just deliver you to the void.
Good people in here. Person with the bone charm. So no one actually. Huh.
Open the door! Open the cursed door!
Yourself. Can't stay forever.
Do you think he escaped through a back exit?
It's a bar.
Last one.
Dear Lonnie, I've been thinking about the last time we talked. You said you're torn up inside that you can't offer Courtney a decent proposal with no ring. Well, my boss had to leave a stash of jewelry behind in her apartment when they put Syria Gardens under quarantine. If I recall, there's a ring in there you might use for a proposal. It'll do until you find a nicer one anyway. Consider it my wedding gift to you.
Open up or we blow the damn door open!
Ooh.
Stay here, brother, while I search the back room. If he runs, block his escape. We saw you skulk into this place. We will find you.
We know what you're doing. Reveal yourself, criminal.
If you'll find the body, he's like, oh.
Dead. We'll need to write a report for Brother Cardoza. At least we found him before he began to smell.
I don't see anything I can do here, so I want to do something. I want to. Okay. Choices here. He's watching pretty dang well. But if I can get it right, I'll try. Yes, watch the door in case he wants to run out. That was much easier than I was expecting. They just didn't try to do anything. Is there a way? Oh, I could have just walked up here. That's unfortunate for them. Or maybe they waited till he went in anyway, so tricky timing, that doesn't matter. Bread doesn't matter. Oh, food served. Just gotta be careful of any guards who might have gotten curious about what I've done already. Quick save now. Already did this one, right? See, that one was him over there. He's still there, but I didn't touch him yet. Okay. Get him from below. Yeah. Right here. Right. It is blocked. Old passageway that I always loved to come in from. So he said to the right of the main entrance. What about this one? Hmm. Okay. What about this way? That is the way I was thinking of.
Bad days, sick, madness in our mouths, death in our minds. Armies of us in streets and in sewers all feared us. Bite, 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 bite. Metal man, knife hands, steel feet on metal floor. Careful! It starts, never stops. Snatch scattered papers, take tatters to nest. Scent of candles, spice, quiet. Old books make best beds.
Where's the sewer to the right of the main entrance? Is it in there? Either way, I need to do a scan. Because I know there was at least one more guard up here somewhere. I know she was here. There he is. Anyone else I can see real quick? Sorry, go too far. Oh well, that should be enough. Where he is, and that's about all I need right now. Oh, that's the way in that they were talking about. Here. Looks oddly smoky. I heard someone. Ah, okay. He was up there. That's the... Ooh, that's a lot of people. Oh, I know where that is now. That's the office or what? The archive, at least.
Some confessed outright. Others denied wrongdoing until confronted with their heresy. Trinkets of marked bone, effigies of hair and teeth, pages filled with occult markings, and then the tears.
This looks like the same map as before. Let me just take a quick look. -1, that's the slight elevator way, basically, I think. Number 4 is the elevator. -1 to 1. Number 6, stairs to the lobby. Oh, wait, okay, now I've got it. I'm right there at the moment. Oh, the delivery entrance my way.
Against one another by the end. They hoped betraying their sisters would compel us to mercy.
Check it. This room before I leave.
But they were all found guilty, naturally. We could barely hear the sentencing over their wails.
I am sorry to have missed it.
One spat in Brother Cardoza's face and said she would never confess.
Did she?
No. We cut out her tongue.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Looks like they're gonna start walking around. So I should try to take this guy out. Take him, like, outside. You have a good day. Scan, clean out anyone I need. 3 overseers. Projector. More overseers over there. But these are the ones I need to worry about. Those who are watching each other at the moment. No, they aren't actually.
Where did you disappear to? Someone was supposed to keep watch here. Fine, I'll do it.
Howdy. guy can use semblance. And now they have 4 bars. I didn't even notice this guy here.
Sorry, I need to focus on the task at hand.
Oh no, it isn't. Okay. It is the same guy. He just happened to not notice anything happening whatsoever. Let's do a quick check of my stats again. You're in the clear. If I can eavesdrop real quick. Dude.
Another dead witch. What happened this time?
Brother Cardoza says they keep dying during therapy. He says there's a heretical organ inside them that turns the healing power of music into pain. Their corrupted bodies reject the cleansing.
By the strictures. Imagine being so impure, so enthralled to the abyss, that you can't survive the sacred music. Those poor, lost creatures.
Don't waste your pity on them, brother. They chose to serve the outsider. They chose their profane ways. They deserve to die.
Chairs in the basement currently used to cure them, causing them unbearable pain. Okay, this guy's gonna walk. Hmm.
I can't. Don't make
I'll
me.
never get used to it.
Two people against the wall. I have a feeling I won't be able to take these guys out safely, but... Oh? Hmm. Maybe I can? Slightly out of sight, but not quite.
But there was... Where did... Am I going crazy? What's the matter with you?
What's going on, brother? Now I want to do a quick check. What happens if I try talking to them in this form?
I hear it. I hear it in my bones, in my blood. The music. Ah! Get back! Get away from me, you faceless man! I came here to... I see you. You have a face. Your eyes seize into the deepest part of me. Let me out of this cage. Where are my sisters? They've all gone to the void without me. Here, look. It's a door. It needs a key in it. Yes, so do I. But don't change the subject.
What's going on here? What are they doing to you?
What are they doing to you? Your eye has gone black. Is it your punishment? They say I'm guilty of heresy. Do you think I'm guilty? Open the door, open the door, open the door. Oh, I have secrets to spend for my freedom. I can tell you where my sisters stashed their precious trinkets of bone.
That's all I needed to
I can
hear.
tell you a spell to never be alone again. 6 black candles, burned low.
Interrogation room key. Let's do a quick scan. Go around. Nothing. Nothing too bad. Let's go upstairs. Probably lots of people in this area, but who knows. Oh, it's actually not too bad, actually. They put scaffolding. No more sneaky there. Enough bodies to... What's it called if I need it? Blood ambers here, I guess. There's a lot of creming going on. Elevator. Elevator allowed. Map, I already checked it. Entrance. Let's take a look around downstairs some more, now that I've cleared it out.
They drive in with
Oh.
nests and put them in cages. Sharp song.
Yeah.
Stick deep between their ears.
That's just the
It
connecting thing.
hurts us. We flee. One ran. Our blood is all sadness and fear.
Have you ever encountered one of our blind sisters before, Brother Cirillo? It is very rare indeed for them to journey beyond their chapels. I only saw them once before, during the Feast of Painted Kettles by the end of Dunwall's rat plague.
No, I have not. This is the first time. If I may ask, brother, why are they here with us? Surely we can manage these heretics ourselves.
Sister Rosewind personally called for an investigation into this place, and in her wisdom brought our sisters to aid in this mission. Remember, brother, their visions see beyond what you or I may understand in the present. Their prophecies guide the Abbey, and their pronouncements guide you.
Yes, of course you are correct. I will be wary of the errant mind.
See that you do.
I wonder which way he's going.
Who opened this door? Maybe the wind or something.
It's not actually checking? Huh, it's not. Guess I'll go back outside and clear this area. Just him? That makes it a bit easy. Right, let's begin my mad sprint to the front door. Indeed. Right. I should take his body if I need to, but it shouldn't be too necessary. Generate enough. There. One guy there. Okay. So at least 3 people in front of me. Him being the only moving, I feel. Oh, 2 people moving. Oh. Where is he? Where did he go? Here it is. There's the 3rd guy. Or 4th guy. Oh, if I need to drop this, I can always take one of theirs. Good enough. So I'll do a scan. I don't think this will actually protect me from people on that side, though. Alright, no one's seen me there. Oh, there's one over there. I'm gonna mark his weapon. It's the only one over there.
One way things happen. Every man and these people got to listen, they never do. It drives me mad.
Ooh. There, I guess. Oh, he's asleep. So he's alone. I almost cleared this entire floor as well already. And that's done. Sure, nothing. Locker. Yeah. Is that another one? No, he's upstairs. Okay. Black bone charm in there. Otherwise, this area looks pretty clear on the most part. That's where the sister was. Ah, the sister is still there. Alright, it's fine then. It's safe here. Mind. Case of young woman devoted to destruction and nobody slaughter. Yeah, we already saw that. Let's see here. It's that way. It's that way. Ah, there's also stairs over here. That's what exists here. Sit there, copper wire. That's a closed door with possibly an overseer. Here, it's a pretty clear room, it looks like. Yeah, okay. Got overseer. Wire. There's that pathway I could come in and come out of. Which is key? Ah, that's probably the one that she needs me to unlock, or will give me to unlock. That's probably the scripture room, I assume. Those. Okay. Should be safe. Let's gather the loot in here. Firestarter, don't care about that. That one.
One way things happen. Every man and these people got to listen, they never do. It drives me mad.
Just this one on the other side, it seems. Ah. So that's how I get inside here, I guess. We just throw one of those right here. Do I want to be lazy? I'll go around. him. Our sisters are over there, so I guess take the long way around here as well. Hmm? Save some mana. Should be able to pop out now. I should say. Yep. Fan. Bone charm, leech cuts. Don't need that, I believe. Gain health when acting obsessive.
Neatness in walls, big babies crying for food. Little ones, we will bring flesh for you. No food, no flesh, no grain to gnaw.
Work tasks. Smith for sharpening, purifying, burn more. Expert for remove drainage grills for cleansing. More embalming fluid. Purge caterpillar hoses of impurities. Remove smuggler's rotting body from elevator. Investigate how they
Helping babies wail, right in the mist. Hungry cries, hollow bellies.
Oh, it's nothing. Okay. Oh, bunch of coins over there, but still. I should have done that first. Oh. No. Oh wow. Gotta remember there's sisters over there. Possibly people up here.
Victim of her own restless hands. She should be burned in the street with the rest of the filth. Why hasn't she? It's been 3 days since she fell. I must send a message to the overseers to come and clean this up.
Sister. Ah. Sister. Besides that, looks pretty safe. Oh, with quiet walking, you can actually walk right up to them. Okay, keep that in mind. It's probably an upgrade I didn't get till late in the previous game. Should be fine then. Sister Rosen keeps detail to them. Rumor has it she knows every secret. Huh. Yeah, I already have that on. Thank you, though. Ah. No, I can get back up here. Is there anything even up here? Oh. Oh, my good rats.
Sick, madness in their mouths, death in their minds. Warnings of us in the streets, in sewers, all feared us. Bite.
There's my window.
Brother Cardoza, Sister Rosewin requests your presence on the terrace. It's about the Heretic Archive. She wants you to take it.
Yes, very good. Tell Sister Rosewin I'll be right there. I need to finish one little test first, before this creature's flesh degrades further. Curvature.
That's enough for now.
Is eroded in the frontal lobe. Unusual separation.
We must.
It's as the stricture says. The errant mind becomes fractious and divided. Fascinating. The sacred music seems to have corroded the arterial network leading to the seat of cognition.
What are they looking for? Bet they'd love to cut me open too.
Body. Where? Yeah.
The subject of today's examination is a well-developed, well-nourished woman appearing the offered age of 29 years. Cause of death is undetermined, but Brother Wells saw her collapse during musical therapy, convulsing
Her
and
last
screaming.
vision must be lingering. It's nothing.
Initial examination showed no rigor. Lividity was at a minimum and unfixed. The uninvolved body is well preserved and cool to the touch. Chest reveals pliant. Skin. No contusions, no marks. Only smooth. Flawless. I must detect death and purify the darkness from your flesh.
Just making sure. Yeah, I figured there'd be more. One walking away, so let's go. Oops. At least she doesn't care since I'm in his form at the moment. I believe that's the last one. At least close to it. Ooh. That's a lot of guys. I don't think it's possible to take out those two safely. I'll give it a go.
Wait, someone was. Wait, this isn't. I know an agent of the Outsider when I.
Yeah, I figured. That's. Maybe I can do.
What's the matter with you?
Hello! Wake up!
Where did you disappear to?
Oh, I guess this works out fine.
He's just unconscious.
Yes. Are they just gonna get back to typing?
3 volumes of forbidden knowledge. The Outsider's Hand. Voices of the Dead. Enter the Void, a guide to dream interpretation. Where did the witches come by these arcane texts?
Alright, let's try something.
Where did you go? Wait!
Nope.
This isn't...
Yeah. Let's stop doing that then. We'll leave these two guys be. They can have fun typing.
Are you alright?
Where did you go?
Guess I didn't need to. I'll take their faces after this.
Weak. I must be ever vigilant against the Outsider. He knows my heart. Tests me. Taunts me. I will not.
Oops, here one. Any others? Doesn't look like it. Where's that interrogation key anyway? ends. That's the bottom floor from where I am. I should investigate the office to find that key to let the witch go. I don't think it matters, they don't have magic anymore. The only thing that's weird is why is there witches still here, actually? I have 80% people knocked out. Coins. That's it in there. I guess the Delilah statue. There. First impressions of the archive. Conducted by Sister Lena Rosewin. My sister and I discovered an archive of letters, lithograph prints, and several lithograph plates hidden in a secret compartment in the office. In advance of a more thorough investigation, the archives appears to describe 2 places in Sarkonos where occult influence has thrived and corruption has taken hold. A map on a silvergraph plate seems to indicate a mining complex on Shindare Peak, which is unknown to the Sarkonan Cartographic Society to investigate. Several reports point to the estate owned by Aramis Stilton. Preparatory quarantine required. The conservatory is an obvious third one. It's unknown how they're linked. Obviously, the latter 2 are them, but the eyeless is the first one. Microphone. Provoke the Abbey. Brothers and sisters. I want to see what that does.
Brothers and sisters, if the outsider visits you, remember 3 things. Ignore his words, don't look him in the eye, and never, ever accept his gifts. You have something I need, Sister Rosewin. I'd tell you to get ready, but maybe you've already seen me coming.
Oh yeah, she's coming down. Oh.
Why the High Oracle? I will not allow this!
That's enough of that. No need to provoke them. I can just sneak through. But I will re-announce that.
Brothers and sisters,
Skip
if
it.
the outsider visit...
Start walking up here. This is where I knocked someone out, so I'll probably use them if necessary. 1, 2, 3 sister, 4 sister, 5 sister, 6 sister. Do I have enough marks? Ooh, I think I do now. Steel Profs. If anything, I'd love to try using some of my mines and whatnot.
Some calamity approaches.
What was that?
A
gunshot?
Something?
Where's that secret? I should take someone's body. No, here. Wait, what? Very well. It's pretty sure there was something.
We must send word to Whitecliff as soon as our task is complete. I cleared my mind. I inhaled the fumes.
What?
The vision did not come.
That's considered assassinated? What? What do you mean? I think there's Rosamund's prophecies here. What? Uh-huh. What? I'm gonna take your body. Use it to look in here safely. Then I'll reload because obviously those hook mines somehow killed them.
No! Someone
Dead.
has murdered our brethren!
Unconscious. What about this one? She was unconscious. Okay. That is odd. Like, I thought the hook mines were supposed to, you know, keep them alive.
Brothers and sisters, if the outsider visit...
So I should try doing some actual hook mining rather than, you know... Oh wait, I can't use this to get out here. As soon as I change my weapon, it'll be like, oh, you don't have that face anymore. Okay. What to do, I guess. I just want to see what happens. Now I know that this is affected by gravity. Wait, did that just kill her? No, okay. Did they literally just ignore that? What? Are they meditating? Is that why?
Where has my sister gone? I must find her at once.
What? What is going on? Not allow this.
I didn't notice there was another one. Is that the witch's room? Very well. What? Oh. I was hoping you guys would go there by yourselves, but oh well. Cost man, so I gotta be careful about this.
We see everything in
Oops.
time.
Actually worked out pretty well, but oh well. I keep doing this, I'm losing time.
Brothers and sisters, if the outsider visits...
This time I only put on 2-ish. Then I'm gonna snipe the person that isn't meditating first. Actually, first I'll take out the person that's over here. Wait, if they're all meditating over there, why don't I just take out the one that's walking around?
A month of songs, but there's still so much to prepare.
Why don't I do a quick save here? Are you actually meditating? Oh, your eyes are open. But let's give it a go. Very well. No one's paying attention. Sister Rosewind knocked everyone out. So let me check the stats. 92%. I wonder who I'm missing. We have yet to locate your personal diary, prophecies, meditations. The thief, as you know, fled along the catwalk that borders the atrium and to the elevator shaft. Fortunately, she fell to her death. We searched her, but your diary was not among her. She may have concealed it somewhere before she came to her end. The body of Sister Sion, who died in an attempt to subdue the thief, has been properly attended to. Her remains are on their way to the chapel presently. May her spirit fade and merge with the cosmos. I am certain that no one has found your diary and neglected to inform us, but I know that if I catch an overseer reading your private notes, I am within my rights to kill him for his flagrant debasement to the wandering gates. Examine the archive using a projector. Okay. Not yet, though. Checking else for loot. Guess not.
I can take a look at this with a silvergraph projector. If the oracular order really can see the future, then this silvergraph plate will tell me what I need to know.
Say goodbye. My name is Catriona Bell. I was born and built into a mother I never knew. Spent my youth sweeping floors in a factory. When I left for Karnaca, I only found more misery, dust, and death. Here, with Brianna, I danced naked with bloodflies and kissed the raw, wet bones of the people who slighted me. Then it all vanished, and the overseers came. I'll die in this room, but I'm with my sisters who love me as much as I love them. I will meet them all again in the void. Oh, right, now I remember. There was actually an overseer outpost, so they were, like, ready for this to happen. There's the witch's key. Oh. Acrobat doesn't sound like what I need. Climb speed is faster. Let's do a quick scan. Useful in here. No, no. No, no. That's it, there's nothing I need in here. So there's a few silver graph projectors. Format. Ah, this is the one with the two more. Just look inside and see what these two are doing in person. You gonna walk around? Of course you are. As soon as I see what she does with her move. Is she gonna turn around or is she gonna stay there? Turned around. She's not in the position yet. Now she is. Oh my god. How did she not see me just now? I will never know. I wonder if I have 100% now. Like, the only person I can think of is maybe, like, the black market person and one other.
Sister Kuei, audiograph entry for the 15th day of the month of rain. Our investigations have led us to these unseemly devices. I have been attending to the dead, and some evenings I've heard voices coming from them. They speak in the manner of our trances. My sisters do not believe me, and some have gone so far as to accuse me of a lying tongue. I know this is black magic, some remnant of the witch's heresy, but I speak the truth. I brought this machine to record their utterances. They should speak any moment. Why am I the only one to hear our dead speak? What temptations of black magic are these? It whispers through their teeth. A voice without a throat. I swear to you that I've heard it.
Drop this with a 96% right now. So here's the book thief. Alright, fell down. Oh, I should have read that. Sorry. It's not it. Or maps. No, that's not it. Or maybe? Yes. 19 Earth. 5 red strings pulled taut over some unknown instrument. My sisters could not make sense of it. Perhaps it will reveal itself again. 3rd of Harvest. More political unrest in Morlaix. Useless squabbles to no end. At Lord Carrington's next feast, they will display the head of a blood ox as a centerpiece, and assassinate their rival at the dinner table. I have consulted my sisters, who will write to Vice Overseer Hanlon before the month of rain. 17th of Rain. Our sight shows us the Isles, from the trivial to the calamitous. A baker using sawdust instead of flour in Karnaca. Fishing net tangled around a dead child in Pottershed. A whisper between lovers in Dunwall Tower. Probably the Queen and her lover. Tonight I witnessed the outsider's final moments in the void. I have imparted the danger to my sisters, but I could not divulge the true nature of my vision. It would only invite the errant mind. Some may greet the outsider's death with exultation. Others would show more wisdom. I have not yet written to the High Oracle. I fear the event will come to pass before my message could reach her. No. I know what I must do to prevent this dissolution. Dissolution? What? Still don't know where that key is. Where am I even looking?
This is what I needed.
Inside.
There shouldn't be anything on this part of the mountain. Shindere North Quarry. That's where the eyeless are getting into the void. I should keep the silvergraph plate with me.
Billy's outpost. Right. Flee to the mountains. First, she needs her luggage. I want to go back to the office real quick. Remember, I could get in from down here, so. Was I mistaken? No, there it is. What if I just do this? Wait, is that not it? Was I really mistaken? Huh. Well, way upstairs. Over here, to the right. No. I'm upstairs, I guess. Alright. Quick run around. Thankfully, I have all these speed boosts, so this won't take too long to get up here. I just need to carry him all the way downstairs. Wait, there's bone charm nearby? There. Right. I forgot to look in there. By the way, where the heck is it? Look that for now. That for now. There it is. Right, in her secret room. Forgot about that. Right, up we go. Up we go. Here we are. Roving Vice Overseer's mission notes. Last entry. Sister Rosewind directs us to destroy the witch's books and papers. Her wisdom is beyond question, and yet I've glimpsed such wonders in their pages. What harm lies in looking through the tomes before the fire consumes them? Should we not know the enemy we fight? Should we not study their corrupt thoughts to better understand them? Doubt plagues me and leads my mind down an errant path. It is heresy, I know this. Yet still I burn with curiosity. If only I could preserve a few small volumes from the flames. Leapfrog. If I remember right, it's like you don't use mana if you do a jump nearby one. Yeah, if you use next to an unaware character. Which, I mean, when I think about it, if I use Semblance next to an unaware character, wonder where that guy's key is that they were asking for. Alright, I grab that. Grab him. Let's go this way, I guess. Alright, let's stop trying to save time. Surprising how short this level was compared to the bank heist, though. I mean, I know I was taking my time because of all the hijinks in there, but... Go to this garden. From here. There's a jump there. And a quick jump there. Where are we exactly? Here. Here. The chair. Where's his chair again?
No way this is a cure.
Huh. Didn't realize she was just sitting on there. I wonder how the music works now.
I remember these back in Dunwall. When it played, it was like knives sliding over your skin.
There's a second one. Oh. I like the thought of a second one. I gotta go grab her then. Jump. Oh. We go up here. Up and out here. But not here. Okay. That's fine. That's it. That's it. She's over here. Just in case I missed anything real quick. Let's do quick. Still too far of a drawback. But okay, that worked fine. Just jump down here. Set you down in your musical chair. Huh. Guess not.
Good evening, my dear. Ready for your treatment? Now, no tears. You know how important these sessions are for finding a cure. Tonight, I'm going to play the music in short intervals, and then ask you a few simple questions. That's easy enough, isn't it? Shh, relax. Let me adjust the straps a bit so you can turn your head. I know these chairs aren't the most comfortable, but... well... let's get started. There. That wasn't so bad, was it? Now, let me wipe that blood from your mouth. There. Now tell me, where does it hurt when I play the music? Behind your eyes? In your stomach? Come now. You won't answer a simple question? I want to make your pain end, can't you see that? But you have to help me. Fine. If you won't describe your pain, tell me how you started on this path of corruption. When did you first notice the outsider's corrosive touch? What blasphemies did he whisper to you in the darkness of your heart? What does his corruption feel like as it seeps through you, staining your mind and dragging you down into filth and heresy? Ah, very well. Let's try it again, shall we? For a little longer this time.
No, 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 no!
Right. Let's see. Preparation. Secure them in the chair. They'll employ desperate measures and will employ with pity. Beckon to you as it rides. Promise. Release for release. Aftermath. Many creatures cannot be saved.
Where are my sisters? They've all gone to the void without me. I know a secret way to the terrace, too. I've heard they can see the future from up there. What a view it must be.
Here's this key. Let's do a scan, I guess. Huh? What's that? I must remember. Oh. Circle and stuff. Oh. Huh.
I hear it. I hear it in my bones, in my
You just
blood.
literally jump out now. Wait, where's that? I must remember. Oh, it's underneath. They are taking us away one by one. There were 9 of us here. We cried their names to drown out their screams, but they keep screaming, even when our voices turn into rasped whispers. My sisters who come back from the music do nothing but cry. They won't eat or sleep. We try to hold them close, but they push us away. It will happen to all of us sooner or later. I'm the last one left. I don't know how many days I've been here. They keep the lamps on at all hours so we can't see sunlight. It was my turn today. I can still hear the music sometimes when I close my eyes. I must stay awake. Take the old surgeon's knife you found. Prick your fingers. Watch the blood well up. You are alive. You are alive. Right to the bone. The overseers can't reach you there. There's still a piece of you left that they haven't touched. It's deep, deep down. I don't want to die. Where's the key?
What do we do?
Raw whelp. Pistol, blah, blah, blah. Ah, there it is.
What do we do?
Raw whalebone. Here's the key.
I can't. Don't make me.
Let's let her out.
They have no mouths. They lie with no tongues. Kill them first. Kill them for the pieces of me they tore away. If they turn their eyes on me again, I am dead.
What? Kill them?
Will they find me? They can see everything, even inside my mind. But not if they're all dead.
It's all right. You can finally leave this place.
Leaving. I am leaving. Hear this. Search on top of the painting on the left. You'll find the key to the locked door.
Painting to the left. Here within the...
We came here together, my love. And now they peer into your core.
Some painting and to the left. Okay. No. I assume it's over in the final area. Some kind of painting to the left. Here, maybe? This one? Still haven't walked in here, I believe.
Sick, madness in our lungs, death in our minds. Armies of us in streets and sewers, all feared us. Bite, 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 bite.
Some kind of painting. There's so many paintings that it's not really meaning anything. Oh wait, I already went through there. I don't need that key. It's just the painting and the key for on. This room here, the morgue. Painting to the left. It's just that key. so many paintings that so vague. I should have knocked her out before she got out of here. Funny. Oh, great. Come out the way I came. Didn't even look down here.
Pigs and ink, bitter ink, dead thoughts, dead flesh, dry and cracked and withering, bite at the binding, making spill out, ruinous food.
Let's head on out. Nothing left for me here. Probably be a good spot to end. Just our last mission on Thursday, possibly. Go to the quarry. Never detected. Didn't kill anyone. Yep. Kill every last sister and overseer except for him. We'll start the next mission so I don't have to sit through it again next time. And plate you recovered from there points to the secret location, far away at the peak. I'm glad there's
a darkness
5
at the
missions.
center of all things. It'll change you if you think about it too much, but it's always there. It waits for you. When I was in hiding, I tried to forget everything that I was. Now I aim to keep my promise to a dead man. Someone who meant the world to me. Sometimes I still hear Dowd's voice echoing through the metal of this miserable knife. This is the strangest, most important thing I've been through, and that's saying a lot. There's a mining complex on Shindere Peak, somehow so obscure that most people don't believe it exists. That mad cult lives there, protecting the one place that can bring me face to face with the outsider himself. Years ago, I heard Dowd talking about the void. A fear that grips your throat, bends your spine, but I can't turn away now. What will we have left if the outsider's gone? His name might be lost to the void, but tonight, I'll find out if he can still bleed.
His black blood.
This is the place. Shindere North Quarry. It shouldn't exist, but from what I can see, this place is real. At least for now.
Here, the void is closest to the surface of reality, breaking through and spilling out all the fear and power the Abbey of the Everyman tries to hide. You have uncovered more than most. What you do now will change the world.
You again. You know, I used to wonder if you'd speak to me. I almost wanted it. Every street kid, every desperate wretch pushed to the edge. They all wanted you to speak to them. Why didn't you? Why me, now? You know I'm here to end this. You and this disgusting cult.
People have come to this place for centuries wanting many things. To elude death, to seek forbidden knowledge. They are never satisfied no matter how much they take. Not even the dead find peace here. You will find another relic of the cult's heart. A piece of whatever god came before my time. You will find the people who murdered me. When I knew them, they had names and ambitions. Now, they wander this place. Their minds snared up with terrible secrets, keeping hidden the unspeakable ritual that made me what I am. Deep in the void, they put a knife to my throat and tore my name away. You have found the knife. Maybe you can find my name in the black viscera of this place. If you care to look.
Why are you telling me this? What do you want?
Retrieve my name.
We both know how a mob can justify a murder to themselves. Who I was or what I wanted never mattered to the cultists here. I will not speak to you again. The next time we meet, you will be face to face with what was done to me all those years ago. Your mind echoes with everything that Dowd wants you to do. But I am here to say that you have a choice, Lurk.
Of course, there's a choice of not killing him. I wonder if there's any things to read or whatnot. Find another way, of course. So what were those bone jars I got then? Didn't say. Familiar scent, that's a good one. Wait, I didn't put on Fleet Fighter. These after semblance strains less. Hooked targets are silenced in midair. Gain an extra target marker when using displace, and I'll take off this one then and throw on Fleet Fighter. I gotta take off something else. Mark more targets with foresight. Unfortunate. No, wait. Is it from further? Guess not. I guess I don't need that, honestly.
I died because they demanded it. But soon, there won't be any more demands.
Sorry, I just want to take a look.
What is that thing? Ah, it makes my eye burn.
So many wolfhounds. So just in time for me to have that on, I guess. Alright. Save. Then we end for the night. I'll see you all tomorrow with our usually weekly Fall Guys at around 8:30 p.m. And then Thursday we'll be finishing this at 7 p.m. Good night. Don't let the outsider bite.